To welcome the new CEO, Provincial Secretary and Community Superior at the St. Louis Center, Father Satheesh Alphonse. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your appointment.
Thank you.
But it's not a new assignment. You've been at the St. Louis Center before.
Yes, not as the CEO, as the assistant CEO. Now I am the CEO of St. Louis Center.
Awesome. Congrats.
Thank
Many of our viewers, particularly those in the Michigan Center area, will recognize Father Satheesh as being the pastor at Fatima.
Our Lady of Fatima.
For how long were you there?
5 years.
Oh, wow.
A little more than 5 years.
Yeah, and that's where I met you.
Yeah.
And so you were serving the bishop there, and now you're serving your order, right?
While serving the bishop, I was still serving the order.
Okay. All right. You can serve two masters.
Well, one
Three.
God.
Three. Okay. All right. So for those who aren't familiar with the St. Louis Center, it's right down the road. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
St. Louis Center serves individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities in an integrated, faith-based community. Well, just to give you a history, St. Louis Center started as a boarding school in 1960 for boys with intellectual and developmental disabilities. At that time, it was under the Archdiocese of Detroit, but now it is under the Diocese of Lansing. In the 1970s, the public schools started providing education for persons with IDD, intellectual developmental disabilities. And so we started sending our boys to the school, and then the boys, of course, got older, graduated, so there was a need for serving older population. So we started to open housing for boys who were older than 18, adult foster homes. And then also in 2001, we opened the doors for women, and in 2021, we closed the door for the children's program because there was need for caring the older persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities. At present, we have 52 men and women ages 19 to 77. So that's the age range. And
that's a complete shift
yes.
from being a boys' boarding school for
Yeah.
people,
Yes.
kids essentially.
Mhm.
So up until that point, so someone hit 18, they aged out.
Aged out and left, and so there was a need. That's why we started the for the adults. Yeah.
How does someone become a resident? How does a family member take advantage? Someone with IDD in intellectual and development disabilities, that covers everything.
Yes, yes.
That's a lot.
We have every kind of disability, intellectual developmental disabilities, and Down syndrome, autism, other behavioral issues. And
do you have to wait? Is there a list you got to get on?
Unfortunately, there is a waiting list because we are equipped with staff, wonderful staff. I really want to give kudos to all the staff who work there. And I want to mention most of our staff come from Jackson area, especially direct care staff and the supervisors. They come from this area, and really we are thankful for the Jackson area to provide these services to our residents. But at the same time, we need more staff. And as any other place, we are struggling to have staff.
Well, it's got to be a special calling for
Yes.
someone.
Yeah. It's a mission, more than a job. It's a mission, and those who embrace the mission, they are part of our, center, and we provide all kinds of services. There are residents who are higher functioning, who can cook and have also competitive wage jobs. They go out to do a job and come back with a wave bus, and there are others who need really skill building activities, outside, as well as we have our skill building program at St. Louis Center.
Are there people that are at St. Louis Center for a while that have some ability to have some rehabilitation to go to leave the center?
Yeah, in the past I have seen, because I have been part of St. Louis Center from 2006 when I came to the United States, and I was there for 7 years, and I have seen who have moved on in the sense they can go to the wider community. That is what we are building as of now, to have an integrated community where others, people without IDD can come and have a rented house, and it's an integrated community.
Oh, cool. So we've got some photos you brought. The campus, you're located in Chelsea, but kind of between Grass Lake and Chelsea, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Exactly in between Grass Lake and Chelsea. This is a parade in Chelsea where all the residents with the staff, they're sitting on the, and enjoying time together. It's one of our young fellows with Father Amal, who's the pastor at Our Lady of Fatima right now. He's also part of our community.
I was going to ask you what happened to Fatima once you left.
Yes, Father Amal took over, and we just switched back, back and forth. So this is a Christmas play where all the residents are up on the stage playing and having a good time. Every year we have a Christmas play on the second Sunday of December, and they perform on the stage. There's a big gymnasium, and that's where they perform. And this is an arts and craft activity, a person from outside. It's a clay project. It's called Clay Project, where they made some clay stuff.
Do you have volunteers? Are there opportunities for volunteers?
There's a lot of opportunity for volunteers to come and help out in many aspects when we have different activities or common programs, like there is one trunk or treat, which was a big success, and
oh, that was huge. I remember that.
Breakfast with Santa was a big one, and so many other activities. And this is a fundraiser where fall auction, we raised some funds, and this is one of our residents who had this football signed by
Coach Harbaugh.
Yeah.
You should be wearing white gloves holding that ball.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I was told that they wanted you back at the St. Louis Center is the extent of community involvement, and it sounds like you really want to get the community more involved. And then the people of St. Louis more into the community as well.
Into the community, yes. They practically go out every day from some activity, especially also during weekend. We have activities, bowling, and then last Sunday they went for an event called Parables. They go to the community, participate in so many activities.
You are part of the Servants of Charity.
It's a religious order.
The order is, the founder is Father Guanella.
St. Louis
Guanella.
St. Louis Guanella.
St. Louis Center, St. Louis Guanella.
Yep.
And tell us about because it's the order, it's founded on charity.
Yes. St. Louis Guanella was a priest in the northern part of Italy, and he had the calling to serve people who were in real need. At the beginning, he called everybody together and founded housing for people who were poor. And then slowly it evolved into mainly taking care of the persons with IDD, intellectual developmental disabilities. That's what we do throughout the world, so to say, 24 countries around the world. That is what Servants of Charity that we do predominantly. There are other places where we also have orphanages and also houses for the elderly. But predominantly that's what we do, serve persons with IDD.
And these folks that you serve, they're living at the St. Louis Center. Are there opportunities? Is there a respite program? Do you have opportunities for families to get help that don't have family members living there?
Yes, there are a respite program. There are, if you go to the website St. Louis stlouiscenter.org, you will find all the information that you need. But it's a process, you know, because the person who comes in needs to feel at home to stay there. It is, we cannot just dump a person there.
Right.
So there is always a process. For example, now that we have admitted 2 residents, but they did not just come. They come for a meal. They come for an activity. Slowly they get integrated, feel good about moving in to St. Louis Center. So it's a process.
Yeah, I know families. They hate, but they can't at home anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of our residents who came when he was 60 is still with us. He came because his primary caregiver was his mother, who passed away. And there are others in many other situations. There are relatives, sister, brother, but it's a 24/7 care.
Yeah.
And it's not possible for the family member to give. So that's what we do.
Well, I got to believe that the situation you just described where the mother died, that's got to be one of the main reasons someone would need your
Yes.
center.
Yes. Yes.
It's got to be expensive to care for
It is,
people with
it is.
IDD.
Yes, but there are many benefactors, so to say, who help us in so many ways, giving us, some advice, spending time, and many volunteers in the community. So we are really thankful for all the help that we get, and especially I want to once again thank all the direct care staff who really put their heart and soul in serving our residents.
Some of the photos we were looking at, fundraisers, the picture with Harbaugh football as an
Yeah.
example.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking at your newsletter. You've got a bunch of
Umpteen number of things going on.
yeah.
Yes.
So pasta and the priests. What is it about priests and spaghetti?
It's an Italian food.
So we've got that was just happened.
Yes.
Next up is Dine to Donate, and you're doing that with Aubrey's Pizza and
Aubrey's
Dexter.
Pizza, yeah.
So
that day, the particular day, if you go and show or tell the waiter that you're supporting St. Louis Center, 20% of your bill will come to St. Louis Center. So
you need all these fundraisers.
We
It's
do.
a constant.
constant. Yeah.
So people can. There's ways to help. You accept gifts on the website.
Yes, yes, all kinds of gifts we would love to have, because every dollar makes a difference in the life of our residents. So thank you.
Awesome. Well, it was great hearing all about the St. Louis Center, and it was nice to have you on our show.
Thank you.
Yeah. Come back and see us, and keep us in the loop of everything that's happening at the St. Louis Center.
Thank you.
From the St. Louis Center, newly named CEO, Provincial Secretary, and Community Superior, Father Satheesh Alphonse.